first opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On play action, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now Cousins. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 25. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. Touchdown! DJ Dallas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Under pressure, they got him again. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Third down, it's Willis. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Cousins now from the 50. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Cousins now. They'll roll him out right. That is caught by Thielen. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Play action now. Cousins on the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis backed up near his goal line here.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Willis now off play action.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
The Colts at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
18 rattle, 18 rattle.
On 2nd and 7, Willis slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Cut 19, cut 19.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They send Parker in motion left.
79 Broncos.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 24. A terrific run there by Penny. 42 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And able to work his way down to the 16. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action with Willis.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his right.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Throwing is Cousins.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Willis.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play fake. Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Chapter 11, chapter 11. League alert, league alert.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
Open receiver here, complete as Parker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
When Devontae Parker can play a full schedule, he can be a lot to handle for NFL defenses. 8 years in the league, but only 1 where he's played all the games in the regular season. But in that regular season, over 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Nice catch there for a first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Willis. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes right side. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. He's got Smith here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a third and long situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Third and long for Cousins. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On now is the Titans punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll send Parker in motion right. Throwing on second down. Willis. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We all knew how talented an athlete Malik Willis was coming out of Liberty, but lost in his running ability was simply how powerful an arm he has as well. There's not a throw in the playbook he doesn't have the strength to make, and it's all about how well he can place those throws. Between that arm and his legs, his ceiling, easily one of the top one.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Jeff Smith, 35 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to throw now. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Steps away.
Pass out left, finds Kohler.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing, Cousins. That's out to Chubb, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
19 Lions.
First and 10, Willis.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Play action, Willis.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Throwing on second and long.
Willis.
Flush to his right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Check. 70 Rangers. Hey, smash Russell.
Willis from the gun on third down.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Willis to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jeff Smith
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins to throw.
Finding Schultz.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Cousins.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Willis.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Throwing, Willis.
Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Here's Cousins.
That's caught again by Schultz.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.